What up guys, welcome back to Newbie Money. I'm a new day trader trying to document the whole process of one day becoming a profitable day trader. And I know I've been MIA for a bit here. Okay, I've been gone for a while, and a lot of that is just there's a lot of stuff in my day-to-day life that I'm just putting a lot more attention to, that I need, something that I need to take care of, and that's with school and other aspect that I need to make sure that I get my ducks all in a row. But beside that, I've been asked a lot of did I blow up my account and stuff like that. Nope, everything is really good, and I do post pretty regularly on my Instagram page, so you guys can go check it out there. So, but I really do enjoy this YouTube channel, and I feel like there's a bit of a symbiotic relationship here where it keeps me accountable to the stuff that I do. So I really want to start this back up again and stay consistent with it. So with that being said, let's check out this week's performance. First things first, we can all agree that this market has been pretty volatile. It's been pretty crazy. Huge amount of just price action going from the top, going down, left, right, center, whatever. It's pretty scary out there, and you can't even access the news channel without hearing.
Day 16 of the invasion, Mariupol is under siege. This city is Ukraine's of Ukraine.
Ukraine has described the bombing as nothing short of a war crime.
The price of gas now stands at $4.32 for a gallon of regular. That's up 25 cents.
The Fed believed that the inflation that the country was experiencing was transitory. Could you elaborate more on that?
Sure, I'd be glad to. So I think we expected supply of labor to come in, that kind of thing. And it didn't happen. But it didn't happen because the supply side constraints didn't ease.
Bruh. And with all these kind of different niches coming out, it can be pretty scary for a new day trader like us to navigate the market. But in the end, this is the options that we have. We can't say no, right? So might as well just learn from what's going on and try to document as much as we can and try to become a good day trader. But yeah, let's go check out this week's performance. So I'm not gonna lie, first day totally forgot to record. I know, but turned out to be not a bad day at the end. There was a few good scalps and pretty good winners, so it wasn't bad at all. First trade was on NEO. NEO is pretty oversold on the daily, and I was waiting for it on the 1 minute chart to pull back, and as soon as I saw a good chance, I got in there. And I had a few other scalps around it, but they were pretty much break even, just cut my losses pretty quickly. Next, I jumped into AMD. Started with a few scalps that just kept it pretty tight parameters on them, but I did have good two trade. One of them was right here, bought the dip here, and the other one was right there when I bought the dip. So overall, not bad at all. My winners were a lot more bigger than my losses, and my losses were just super small. So in the end, we were able to end the day pretty good with a $260 profit and a $55 commission. Just ending the day was just a little over 200. So the main play for today was all these oversold China stocks. They have to bounce back. That is an insane amount of just being oversold every single day. So as soon as the market opened, I knew that I was going to be patient for a good pullback, but it just kept going up and up and up. And I thought I had a really good pullback at some point, but just quickly ripped up. So I was like, you know what, I'll get in here with a small position. But I've been in positions where I've rushed it in and I've been hurt. So I was like, you know what, I'll get out. But of course, as soon as I get out, it just starts ripping. Now I have to wait for a good pullback, and it looks like I did get a good pullback, and I'm able to get in there with a good position, but it just tanks down more. So I was like, okay, that sucks, and now that puts me in a $150 loss. So now timing it was the bounce was SPY on the left here. I'm just trying to slowly scalp back out of it. So it's just a few $40 there and a few some small scalps. I'm able to get myself out of the red back to the green, which is pretty good because I didn't want to see that $150 loss. Then after that, I had another entry that got me from being
green a little bit to being up around $150 for the day. Alright, so that's good. I'm happy with that. But I continue to do a few more scalping because I felt like this was going to go up higher and higher. Then I saw a pullback, and on that pullback I was scalping and it just kept going down, and as a result it just kept eating at my profit. I had this one last opportunity that I was going to get in, and it looked like it was about to be the bottom and bounce back up, but it turns out to be just another breakout and took me out. So in the end, it was a $36 profit with $65 commissions because there was just so much scalping and over trading, which ended the day with a $26 loss.
Today seems like the overall market just had a massive gap up, like, you know, Neo, JD, all the other Chinese name like EXPV, LI, and of course BABA had a pretty big jump. And my first instinct was to short the gap up, because I've noticed that when stocks do gap up, they tend to have a pullback. So when the market started, I was keeping a pretty close eye on BABA, but I wanted to just for it to go up a little bit higher, test pre-market resistance. So at this point I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna also check out some other stocks and come out to BABA when it touches it. But the thing is, as soon as I went back to BABA just already dropped so much. It was like, all right, peace out, it's gone. And now I'm like, okay, you know what, is it gonna drop here? So I get shorted here, and you know, hindsight doesn't look good, but at that point it did look pretty strong, and it looked like it was gonna go down even further. So I'm not too upset about that. And I also entered a short position on SPY on the right side because it just looked like it was just so overextended. But yeah, SPY is on some crack shit, so I'm just keeping an eye on it and keeping my losses small. Now on BABA, I get in a short position quickly there, and I get out, and that does put me in a little bit better position. But SPY on the right is just continuing to go, and keep in mind that it already did gap up, so it's hard to know why it's still going, but it is what it is. So at this point I'm out of SPY. You know, I'm down a little bit, it's not too bad. Now I'm trying to short BABA. I get filled on the right quickly, but I just didn't like the fact that it overextended, then it had a huge run up and filled me, so I got out. And as you can see a little bit further on the right side, that it doesn't really do anything, it just consolidates around that price. So I'm happy I got out of that. Here consolidated more, and I got out, and I had one last short on BABA that brought me to be a little bit, you know, green on the day around $7-8. So at this point I'm just wondering, like, what is going on in the market? I just keep getting dangled. I want to go short, it doesn't work out. I want to go long, so I just didn't know what's going on. But then I remembered that the FOMC meeting was happening today, so I was like, you know what, I'm green for the day, I'm just gonna end it and see how it goes. So we got $78 in profit and $31 in commission, which makes us a total of $46 of profit, so that's not too bad. So it was pretty hard to, kind of predict which way the market was going to go today. It did gap down, but the previous day it gapped up, so I didn't know if it's going to go up or down. So I told myself I'm going to wait for overextended longs to short, or just really oversold price action to buy. And in BABA here, I do find a good spot to do a dip buy, but I don't know what it was. For some reason I just got spooked out, but I do wait a little bit and I get back in it again for the short, and I also get spooked out from this one, but it was a $100 profit. But the main reason is, if you look at the right side, LI's already bounced back and keep going higher, so I just felt like BABA was about to do the same thing. And if you wait a little bit, it does look like BABA does the same thing. It would have stopped me anyway. So now you can see my broker is glitching a little bit, but don't mind that. If you look at the right LI, I'm trying to short it, but getting spooked out. Then as soon as I sell the majority, it drops hard. and I only have 100 shares, but I do manage to sell that for $58 profit. So at this point, I'm just kind of staying, you know, trying to keep it safe. I'm not trying to force it, but do a little more scalping, and I gave back a little bit of money near the end. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna push it here. I'm just gonna wait, because in the end, I still had $119 profit with $17 commission, which gave me $101 total profit for the day. So a quick disclaimer, today was not the best day for sure, and a lot of that was just something was happening in my day-to-day life. So as soon as the market opened, I just projected some of that into the market. But my overall goal for today was to go short, because everything was so overextended and it has to go down at this point. So I just was looking for short entries after short entries after short entries, but kept getting stopped out with small losses along the way. But I knew that it was so overextended on the daily that eventually it was going to go down. But in the end, it doesn't have to do anything, right? The market will do whatever the market wants to do. So I kept on shorting NVIDIA and also looking at SPY in the top left corner there, but it just kept on going higher and higher. And I do another short here, and it doesn't really work out, and I'm cutting my losses super quickly, because I'm not gonna hold on to something and end up being a bag holder, right? But it keeps going higher and higher, and I can see my P&L. But on the left side, I get into a quick short of BUBA that turned out to be pretty good. That brought me back to being clean for the day. Then I did a few more other scalping. Some were good, some were not as good. But you know, at this point, I did tell myself that I recognized a little bit of stress. And as soon as I had this good intro on the video on the left, I was like, you know what, like that's good enough profit for the day, and I'll walk out. But this is the problem. I did go back to trading, and I forgot to record.
You had one job.
But if you can see at this chart here, I had a pretty good entry here, and I was shorting BUBA. And at some point, I was up 200 bucks on it. But then I just watched it go all the way back up, hit my stop loss. And I'm just like, okay, this has to go down. It's already been overextended. Then I had a few shorts near the top of here, but I just keep getting spooked out. And I was just committing and just being honest, being super emotional on it. So as time went on, I just kept scalping it. Some successful, some not successful. It was just a clear example of just how emotional trading can affect the trader. So at the end of the day, I did end the day with $94 profit. My commission was $72, so I only made $22 that day, which could have been a very, very, very good day, but I just accepted the fact that, hey, the market is not participating the way that I think it was going to do, and I could have walked out with a pretty good profit. But whatever, I'll take that and call it a day.